Hello, Mr. Shadi. We are so happy to have you here today. And please tell us more about your position and about GMC Construction Company.
Hi, thank you so much. I'm happy to be with you today. I am the CEO of GMC Gulf Modern Contracting Company, and I founded this company 13 years ago. And we've been growing all the way. I'm a civil engineer, by the way, with a PhD in project management. And I tried to build this company with all the experience I had in my life. And we've been growing all the way until we reached we are now at unlimited stage, which is Class A in Dubai, contracting. We have around 600 people aiming at 1,500 within a year.
Mhm.
And we're trying to deliver quality.
Sounds great. Mr. Shadi, tell us more about your role in our HYDE Residences in Dubai Hills area in Dubai.
We are the main contractor on the project, and we've been working like for a year plus,
Mhm.
and it's very well positioned. We got a lot of exposure there
Because
because
it's
in the heart of
one of the
Dubai.
prime locations in Dubai.
Yeah.
Okay. So talking about construction process, how did it begin?
To begin with the construction of the project, you have to first protect the sides of the excavation because you're going to be like going one basement down, and you cannot do that without protecting the sides. So the first activity in the project was the shoring works, protecting all the sides. And then we started mobilization. We started then with the piling works. The piles are, you know, the support for the foundation. Because of the soil conditions there, you need some support. So we've done that in the beginning. And we had a challenge in the logistics because once you excavate everything, you don't have a place to put your offices there. You don't have a place for the ramp to go down for materials. So that's the start. So before putting the first uh, concrete cubic meter of the foundation of the building or the building itself, you have to do all this. We call it enabling works. So the enabling works were done first, and then the main contract starts. We call it main contract because it includes the structure, finishing, everything after the shoring and piling are done. So this is what we started like a year plus ago, and this is what we've been doing. And I'm going to be telling you a little bit more about it in details if you'd like.
Have you faced any kind of challenges during construction in HYDE Residences?
Definitely yes. Like on a daily basis, like any construction project, we daily face challenges. But I will talk about the important ones. Uh, Two main challenges. One was the accessibility because the project location, you don't have a lot of space around you to maneuver for construction. So that's a sensitive area. If you have construction vehicles stopping there, concrete pumps, etc., that's facing the mall and that's obstructing a main road. So that was a very main challenge that we had to face. We're still facing till now. Plus, there are like some a line of utilities that they're digging in front of the project, which is cutting our access to the site. Definitely, that's good for later, like the connecting services. But to me, as a constructor now, it means like my road to my project is, I would say, constrained by that. The second challenge is technical. Like if you look at the project, this is the plot, and the plot is large, quite large. This is the road here, and there is a large podium. The building sits in the end of it, all right, towards the park. So, how can I supply concrete there if I cast these areas? So, I will be cutting my own access to the tower. So, we delayed this part till we've started with the building. But there was a point when we had to cast these. So, there is a roadway accessing the project. But to use this roadway, which is designed for cars, to use it for the construction vehicles and the concrete pumps, we had to redesign the roadway to take the load. So we have added some supports. There is 6,000 props underneath just to support this roadway, to allow the construction vehicles to drive on top of that to reach the building, which is in the far end, as I said. So that was the main challenge. Till now, we're still using it as a roadway and we still have the supports. And when we finish the concrete and when there is no need for heavy construction vehicles to get there, we will remove the support and then we start with the finishing works underneath. So, when you put some temporary support, you cannot access for doing the finishes because these supports are like half a meter apart. So that's the main challenge. You don't face this in many projects. It's a very rare case, but we like how we solved it.
Another question I would like to
Mm.
ask you, looking that we're all living in Dubai, so what about AC situation and a window? Is it double glazed, if I'm not mistaken?
That's something we can't play with. We have to have a very well insulated building. There is the regulations of the Dubai municipality DDA authorities, but we don't just like deliver what authorities require. We have got a very good aluminum system. It's a European system. Definitely, it's insulated. It's a double glaze for sure. And it's not only about the glazing, the number of glass panels. It's also about the spacing in between, the type of glass. You need some good glass, like that has high performance, better U value for the penetration of the light. Plus, the aluminum sections themselves have thermal break.
Mhm.
So the heat is not transmitted from outside to the inside. As I said, some of these are requirements and some are additional specs that when I say we, like means like all the parties, CityView and us have adopted in the project just to ensure there's good quality and good insulation.
Okay. Coming back to the questions about AC, is it centralized or individual for every single apartment?
All right, the AC first, we have district cooling. It means we get a chilled water to the project coming from the district air conditioning supplier.
Mhm.
So they supply us with chilled water and we distribute the chilled water through the system inside the building. So we don't have chillers in the building, which means the building consumes less power. So the power that the chillers consume are taken care of by the district cooling. So we definitely have a very good system. I've lived in Dubai for 22 years and I know what like August and July are.
True.
So you can be assured that we have a very good system.
Great.
Mm.
I would like to know more about our curved balconies.
Yeah. Okay. Curved balconies, well, for a contractor, I don't like to have curved balconies because it is not easy to install. It is definitely costly to provide and it requires a lot of attention to details. But from the architectural view, like aesthetic view, they're very beautiful. Definitely richer because you have a seamless handrail or let's say railing on the balcony. So we've had a little bit of challenge with the radius to be achieved there
Mhm.
and with material available locally, considering now that shipping from abroad is a little bit like tough at the moment. So in the end, we found a good supplier that can supply that because you have to maintain the thickness of the glass for safety
Mhm.
and to achieve the radius. That was the challenge. But if you ask me as a resident, because I bought an apartment there,
Basically, looking that you're gonna be living there, so definitely you need to be so precise because you are
yeah.
building like your own house. So every single detail, I'm sure it will be great.
So I love to have that. So you don't have like you don't see this joint in the end, and the joint is gonna look, I will not say ugly, but obstructive to the view.
I think, in my opinion, that architectural wise, it looks very beautiful.
Yeah,
Better than, for example, just a flat one,
definitely.
in my opinion. Okay,
Mhm.
so I would love to know a very important thing for our clients who already bought apartments from us. Looking that we are branded by Accor Hospitality Group, what is the impact on the construction with GMC?
Okay, since the project is branded by Accor and it raises the specs of the project for sure. And it's like dressing the project with an upgrade, just like how you dress the G class with the Bravo skid. So it's exactly the same. This is the difference between a normal residential building and HYDE residences. So I'll give you some examples, like the size of the rooms. They have certain minimum requirement for the size of the rooms, for the ceiling height, for the acoustics in the building, like the pipes, all the drainage pipes, all the water pipes. Normally, they can give noise or sound in the building. And there is ways for insulating them. It definitely comes at a cost, like I would say cladding, woodworks, joinery, um, internal finishes, ceiling, flooring, lighting, the amenities that the project has. If you look at the design, there's a full, I would say, resort on top of the podiums that the residents will be enjoying. You don't find this in a lot of residential buildings in Dubai. So we're building a residential, but it's like a hotel. It has all the hotel features, I would say.
Speaking about amenities, it's actually one of my favorite questions, being a woman, and for me, it's very important. Can you tell us more about amenities which are located on the podium of HYDE Residences?
I'll tell you as a man. Well, there's a lot of sports activities, I would say, plus swimming pools, not a swimming pool, a lot of water features. And like for me, like I just look at it mostly from a construction point of view because I'm going to be building all these. We already started. And the challenge is coordinating all that. There is a lot of facilities. Definitely, you as end user, you're gonna be enjoying that. Me as a builder, I have to sort out everything, make sure that all is coordinated, all fits in place, all is procured and comes in the right time to sit in the right place, which we're doing now. Uh, if you visit the site now, you'll see us like doing the pool and connecting the pipes, connecting drainage, connecting the irrigation system, because there is a very nice landscape over there in that area. And it's all like overlooking the mall and the park from one side and the road. The nearest building is quite far. So it's nice. If you, as again, if you look at it from a resident perspective, it's nice. For me as a builder, I have to take care of all the challenges.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that it's gonna be show apartment. I have a question. How come, looking that it's completely sold out, why have you decided to put show apartment anyway?
Actually, it was CityView's decision, not ours. And yes, I believe they sold everything, but to control the quality of the product, so we have to have a mock-up for all the installations and all the workmanship, I would say, to ensure how the tiles will be laid, how the ceiling is going to be. We are setting the quality benchmark that will be accepting in all the floors. So any supplier, any subcontractor, or any even like uh, person in our team or the other teams like consultant, etc., have to um, agree on how the end product should look like in terms of quality. And this is what we accept, and this is what CityView accepts. And we have to match it in all the floors.
Okay.
So it's mostly for quality control.
And speaking about materials that you mentioned, are they locals or you brought it from overseas?
There's a lot of overseas materials, a lot of European products, and some local materials for sure. Like part of the tiles we got locally, and part is imported. Important elements that are like having I would say, sensitive performance, I would say, are all very high brands. We're ensuring that. So, and definitely the latest challenges of shipping have impacted us. We had to go for like some alternative routes or alternative suppliers, but we're not compromising on the quality.
Okay.
Yeah.
And speaking about the level of constructions right now, so how many floors already completed for now?
All right. If you look at the structure, we're in floor number 21 now. In a month, we will be done with the whole structure. And all the activities, subsequent activities, are going following the structure. If you go few floors below, you will see the block done, plastering ongoing. Lower floors, we are doing the finishes. Like some floors, we have the ceiling, tiles done, completed. End of this month, we'll finish the aluminum cladding and glass for the 8 floors, the first 8 floors. We have all the materials for all the floors. That's a risky element usually in the projects because you're waiting for shipments of materials from abroad. So we secured all the materials are available. So it's going on well. We are ordering the joineries and kitchens and cabinets. So it's all under manufacturing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How you controlling the quality of the materials?
We have several procedures. We follow a good QA/QC system. We have quality controllers, and any material manufactured by a supplier, we do factory visits prior to selecting the supplier or the manufacturer. We've visited the factories of all the potential bidders of most of the items. So when I say we, it means like CityView, consultant, I would say Morganti, La Casa, and the GMC. So we're doing it together jointly before approving or appointing a subcontractor. And this is applicable to almost everything, unless if a product we tried before several times, and then we can go without the factory visit. Then after we get a delivery on site, we check the products delivered prior to installation. There's a lot of rejections that we return to the factory. And even after installation, if we see any defects, whether in the material or in the installation, we replace it. So and then there is inspection. Definitely, we raise inspections to the consultant who can check and approve. So it's a very long process. Um, we've been doing this all the time. And this particular project, we're given like additional attention because of, I would say, as I said earlier, the location, the name of the project, the brand, the developers' vision, because we know that this city views, uh, I would say, iconic project in a very important location. So things have to be done up to the very high standards.
So, based on everything what you said before, it looks like it's more than 80% of the structure is already done because I'm passing every day close to HYDE Residence and I can see that constructions is always on.
Why don't you come inside for coffee?
With great pleasure.
Yeah, well, I think you're right about what you said. Uh, to me, like I measured like each package separately. The structure is slightly more than 80%. I would say 90% or 95% of the structure. The entire building, the progress is, it depends on whether you take it per activity or per value of the work done. The value of the work done mostly is the heavyweight are in the end, because when you install the finishes, your progress percent climbs very, very fast because these are the expensive activities. I would say, like, for example, any MEP, the wiring and cables and sleeves don't cost a lot. The cost comes in the end when you install the equipment. So this is when you see your progress going exponentially. But you're right to a certain extent, and hopefully we're like trying to mitigate all the impact of delays caused by the regional challenges and the shipping issues. And as I said, by like finding alternative ways, there could be some impact which we're trying to mitigate and avoid.
Okay. Another interesting question that I would like to know, and I'm sure everyone is curious about that. Looking at the situation in the country, okay, starting in February, during this kind of period of time in Dubai, construction of GMC was still on.
We never stopped construction. Never. We even like still getting new projects. And I believe Dubai projects that are either like have been launched or in the design stage or in the sales stage continued. There was no stoppages, no hold. Maybe some of the projects that were still at like the very early stage, like feasibility stage, maybe some of them have been put on hold. We never had any stoppage on any project. Uh, we had to deal with some price increase in some materials due to oil, like cement, steel prices, steel rebars prices, and shipping prices. But we never slowed down, never stopped.
Great news. So, what kind of major equipment is on the site?
All right. Before speaking about equipment, let me talk about the appearance of the project. For us, the the way the site looks like, including the cranes and equipment, etc. Because if you look at our projects, you will see all our equipment are painted with the corporate color, which is the similar to your shirt, a bit like Tiffany turquoise outside. So we dress it first with our equipment, with the protection, with the scaffolding, with the safety nets, all this safety, elements of the project, and we make sure that all these look good and they're neat and clean. Because if you don't have a good setup, you cannot deliver a good product in the end. This is what we believe in. So the equipment we have now, we have tower cranes. We have 3 tower cranes. We have the hoist, which is the elevator that lifts the workers and materials. We have certain like vehicles on the project, definitely generators, compressors, etc. That's a bit technical. We have the placing boom for concrete because at height you cannot reach with the pumps, the mobile pumps. So you use the stationary pump with a placing boom and scaffolding, and then you go to the smaller equipments. Yeah,
Okay. And
whichever project needs, we have to provide. And we don't maintain the same equipment throughout the duration. You remove them or bring back as needed mostly.
okay. Talking about people, construction workers, just plus minus, how many people they participate in construction process right now?
Plus minus 524 in the day
So
and
this is precise.
85 in
This
the
is not
night.
plus minus. This is exactly precise.
Yeah, that's as we
Every day,
speak.
you mean, right?
Yeah, as we speak. But definitely, like some days we have more or less, and it depends on the activities open. Now we have more activities open, so we're gonna reach close to 1,000 in 2 months' time because we still don't have a lot of people from the joinery, finishing, aluminium. They're increasing every day. So in a month, you will have everybody working on site. Will be far higher than that. But for now, I would say an average of 500 in the day.
Okay, nice. So what are the other projects with CityView developments in Dubai?
The alliance, strategic alliance with CityView is amazing, and that's something definitely would like to repeat. We are repeating now in some other place in Dubai, and there is probably a couple of other projects in the pipeline, but I think I'll keep it secret for now.
Movenpick Residence. So, Shadi, thank you so much for your time. It was so interesting to hear all the details about HYDE Residence in Dubai Hills. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming, and let's meet next time when everything is already handover.
Sure, it's a pleasure to be with you today, and it's a pleasure to be on this project. I know this project is gonna be like seen and we'll be talking about for quite long. We're happy to be like part of it. I'm happy to be like a resident in the future, and I will feel like attached to the project because this is a project that has a soul and it's sitting in the heart of Dubai, as I said. So I'm happy to be in it, and I'm happy to repeat the same experience probably with CityView and team. Thank you.